Number 10. Real life Star Wars planet. If you're a fan of the Star Wars film series, then you're probably aware that the main character, Luke Skywalker, hails from the planet of Tatooine. But you might not be aware that it's a real... real place in Tunisia. Filming for the original Star Wars film first began in Tunisia in March of 1976 near the Sahara Desert. Many of the original sets used to film still remain standing today and have become some of the most popular attractions for tourists in the country. Star Wars creator George Lucas had originally planned to be a jungle planet, but it was later decided that Luke Skywalker's home would be a desert-filled world. So the fictional city of Mos Espa, home to a young Anakin Skywalker, was constructed from scratch in the desert. And traditional local architecture was used to portray the quarters where Anakin lives with his mother. A construction crew took 8 weeks to transform desert locations into a convincing otherworldly landscape. Many of the structures were filled in using CGI, but much of the first stories of the buildings still stand as a squat beige town square that looks as though it was shaved cleanly off at the top. Yet, visitors can still live about the exteriors as though they were on the far-flung desert planet. Number 9. Jacques Cousteau's Underwater Village. Jacques Cousteau was a French naval officer, filmmaker, scientist, photographer, author, and researcher who studied the sea and all forms of life in water. These structures are a visible reminder of a series of 3 underwater habitats built between 1962 and 1965, developed by the world-famous ocean pioneer. The underwater village was supposed to be proof that it's possible for humans to live underwater without interruption for extended periods of time at increasing depths. The habitats were also built to explore the underwater world and conduct research. It was fixed 25 feet under the surface of the water and fed with compressed air. Water came through a plastic pipe from a ship and food and waterproof containers. At the bottom of the habitat was an airlock, which allowed the researchers to exit into the ocean, where they built compounds for fish and studied their behavior.
Kapatid ni Tweety.
As for furnishings, these included infrared lamps used as heaters, a record player,
Yung kapatid ni Tweety.
3 telephones,
Oh,
a
baboy.
video surveillance system, a library, a TV, and
Ang
a
laki
bed.
ng baboy.
A year later, a second habitat was relaunched near the
Si Vamos. Kapatid ni Tweety.
Number 8. Karoo Spiral. In the Karoo region of South Africa, mysterious spiral shapes carved into the ground have attracted conspiracy theorists who liken them to the famous geoglyphs in the Nazca Desert. They're known as Snake Eagle Thinkpad. The impressive structure is in honor of a breeding pair of black-chested snake eagles who are residents in the area. The Snake Eagle drawing celebrates the unity of species and habitat. The heart of the eagle is formed by 2 intertwining shapes that symbolize not only the food of the eagle, but also the flow of water in the nearby river, and the air currents that keep it aloft. The Karoo geoglyphs are an initiative of an organization that aims to work in balance with environment, involving local communities.
Sayo ka na ha. Ligay ka na. Ay, magaling na.
Snake eagle thinking path to draw attention to species under threat as a result of plans for fracking the already water-stressed semi-arid Karoo. The geoglyph consists of one continuous line. These were where they started. While other geoglyphs were created by digging trenches in the ground, the snake eagle thinking path is depicted in environmentally friendly white line dots. Number 7. Pink Lake. Sitting less than an hour away from the capital of Senegal in West Africa is Lake Retba, a coral pink lake that's nestled between white sand dunes and the Atlantic Ocean. According to locals, the salt content of
Hi kids, mga kapalaring, tuloy-tuloy pa tayo sa pagdiwang ng Caritas Manila sa programang
soft-loving microorganisms combined with high mineral
Jesus,
concentrations and the intensity
King
of
of
the
Mercy,
summer sun
I trust in you.
produces the cotton candy-colored water. The unique lake, which is one of Senegal's most popular tourist destinations, is said to be intensely pink during the dry season, and less during the rainy season. Also known as Lac Rose, its salt content makes for increased human buoyancy, as well as a busy salt industry. Beginning in the 1970s, locals started to collect and sell salt for income following a period of economic hardships and drought. Salt collectors arrive daily at the lake and spend 7 hours a day collecting the precious mineral from the lake bed. It's estimated that about 1,000 people work around the lake on a daily basis and harvest some 24,000 tons of salt each year. It turns blood red when
Limit.
conditions are just right. Number 6. Underground churches. These 11 monolithic churches have been referred to as the eighth wonder of the world and are carved out of the bedrock here. At 8,000 feet in the central plateau of Ethiopia, each church is carved from a single gigantic block of stone. No bricks, no mortar, no concrete, no
Ang lalagyan na ni
Each block
ay.
is sculpted into architecture. Not much is known about who built them or why.
Industry.
But the faithful of the
Oh,
church say
industry.
there's no mystery really. The churches of Libya were built by angels.
Industry.
Often there are priests inside the churches chanting
Hindi
ancient
industry.
prayers and songs.
So ano lang,
Churches are
asaya.
organized into two main clusters that include the
Industry.
largest monolithic church
Lagay
in
ko
the
sa
world, standing nearly 25 feet high and supported by 72 columns, all patiently chipped out of rock. The churches only appear when you stand virtually above them, looking down from ground level to a series of carved trenches and courtyards. The current church has been dated to the late 12th or early 13th century AD and is thought to have been constructed during the reign of King Lalibela, from whom these churches get their name. Today, it's a high place in Ethiopian Christianity, still, it's a pilgrimage and devotion. Number 5. Acid rainbow pools. This is one of the lowest places on Earth at over 400 feet below sea level. Lakes of acid form colorful sulfur formations in the hottest and deepest part of the desert. The Anafield Depression is a contender for the hottest place on Earth, reportedly 93 degrees based on the daily average. These acid rainbow pools tectonic plate activity that develops crust is responsible for the depression's lakes, steaming hot springs, geysers, and rocky terrain.
ang aga.
The geological depression in the faraway northeastern part of Ethiopia, where three tectonic plates are slowly diverging. With the passage of time, volcanic eruptions release lava to
Baboy.
NTC.
Baboy. Dito ito na, baboy.
The presence of yellow, orange, green, red, blue, and green colors is due to the sea and rainwater from the neighboring coasts that get absorbed
Lapit tayo,
into
lapit,
the
lapit.
lakes and the salt from the sea
Magaling na.
the minerals in the
Ay, galing na.
birth to these beautiful
Yes,
colors.
yes.
As the heat evaporates the water, colorful crust-like deposits develop across the land, which makes with the cooler turquoise lakes in the depression. And that's why tourists love it. Number 4. Devil's Jacuzzi. Victoria Falls is a
Nandun si ano, si Tatong Tuta.
354-foot drop from the Zambians and
Tatong Tuta. Yung anak ni na Chacha. Chacha.
over into the abyss.
Chacha at
Welcome to
say.
the Devil's Jacuzzi, more famously known as the Devil's Pool. The millions of gallons of water that cascade over the falls every minute are not to be messed with. So, as a safety precaution, guides are available at the entrance of the falls to accompany you to the pool. Although it's open to the public, it's a journey. It takes a walk and swim in the Zambezi River to reach the pool.
Ito si
Say
Edwards.
it's adrenaline pumping is an understatement. Then, once you're
Ikaw mo, wala
in,
nang-
you're pushed to the edge by the force of the river. The rock-lit edge bringing you to a halt. A once-in-a-lifetime experience, the force of the Zambezi crashing down over the edge. Be warned, if you ever go swimming at the Devil's Pool, it's entirely possible to go over the waterfall. Plus, the guides will check for crocodiles or hippos before you get in it. You heard that right. There may be dangerous animals swimming in the Zambezi River, but the guides
Yeah,
won't
man.
put you in harm's way, at least on purpose. Number 3. Giant squid. Sightings such as this are 1 in a million. Check out this giant squid, a carnivorous beast whose 1-foot wide eyes are the largest known peepers in the animal kingdom. An estimated 13 feet long and 660 pounds, this squid washed ashore on a South African beach. That's actually on the shorter side for a giant squid, whose females can reach up to 60 feet long. But it's so rare to see them. Tales of its size have inspired the Kraken, the fabled sinker of ships, as well as the killer creature described in Arthur Jules Verne's
Ikan din
1869
kasi to.
Serialized
Ikan
book,
din po si...
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Giant squid have 8 arms as well as 2 longer tentacles that help them grab prey. Each of these 10 appendages are covered with serrated suckers with powerful suction. These massive creatures usually hang out about 2,000 feet to 3,200 feet below the surface. In underwater canyons, and continents, islands slope down into the deep sea. These areas likely have plentiful food for the giants, including fish, other cephalopods, a group that includes squids, octopus, cuttlefish, and nautiluses, and even other giant squids. It wasn't until 2004 that the giant squid was seen in its natural.
Dapat po para sa kids bedas.
2013, the first video footage of it was published.
Uy, yung ilaw mo, doble. Silip ka ng silip dyan eh. Pasto.
The Sahara. Welcome to the Pripyat structure in Western Africa. With NASA's Gemini 4 mission, a 4-day orbit around Earth in 1965, to discover the Eye of the Sahara in Africa's west.
Ano, kitang-kita yung Osana program.
5 miles across, the huge and mysterious geologic formation is hard to spot walking around on Earth. Some have proposed that giants or advanced ancient civilizations have been found within
Magaling na.
miles that make up this formation. The hole might have been, these people say, an ancient lake of the ancient collapsed city. It's not. This circular geologic feature is thought to be caused by an uplifted dome that's been corroded to expose the originally flat rock layers. Originally, scientists thought the structure was an impact crater from a meteor striking the Earth. But beginning more than 100 million years ago, the supercontinent was ripped apart.
Kabanaling, kulit standard time, alas 10 ng umaga.
In South America. Molten rock pushed up toward the surface, creating a dome of rock layers, kind of like a big pimple on the Earth's surface.
Be,
It popped. That collapsed the bubble, and the Eye of the Sahara has been looking out for the world ever since. Number 1. African Stonehenge. Adam's Calendar, on a mountain in South Africa, estimates 75,000
ako, sarad aircon mami ha. Mami na, magmami, sarado aircon. Ako, sarado aircon. Oh, di ba nag? Si. Mami, pati aircon ha. Oh, chi. Bravo, Chichi. Ay, sirado pinto sa CR. Nilak pa. Wag.
This discovery is the flagship for many thousands of ancient stone ruins that lie scattered to the ancient pyramids of King Solomon. It's a hidden part of human history. It predates both Stonehenge and the Great Pyramid
magaling na.
of Giza by tens of thousands of years.
Oo na mga kaibigan, tuloy-tuloy pa tayo.
Now you know, this massive continent is full of exciting things to explore. Don't you agree? Like and subscribe if you do, and stay tuned for more great videos.
Magaling na yan. Galing ng spiritual version. Pinakialam pa. Napatan mo sa Diyos.
Pag may mga,
Very good.